Well, we've got one chicken still alive out of 3. The other 2 died, but this one is the strongest one. This one is the survivor. We're quite attached to our chicken. We give it food every day, you know, give it leftovers. So to stop it from dying of thirst and hunger, we're just dropping it off to a friend. He's from the UK. He's got his own chicken and ducks and rabbits and all this kind of thing for his kids. But when he goes to the UK for the school holiday, it's going to be his kid's grandmum that looks after the animals. So we're just going to drop this one off with their flock of birds.
Very good.
Well, we know which one's our one.
Yes.
Is she skinny, is she?
Yeah, she's smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, she's free range though. There'll be no more cheap food. Food that costs $1 or $2. Recently I've been eating way too much food. It's currently mango season, so all of this was just 90 cents. They're like 20 baht per kg, so 90 cents for that. That's pretty good because it's in season at the moment. Yeah, I've just been eating way too many food. I'm just trying to enjoy my last $10 meals. That's our budget for dinner, $10, and it normally feeds us. Tomorrow is going to be the last day of school. They're on their school break after that. And yeah, that's when our holiday really starts, really. Marco, my son, he is going to be playing in his school band for the graduation ceremony. So yeah, he's been doing that for quite some time. The whole week this week, they spend an hour and a half after school practicing, the whole band that is. I'm really not too sure what I'm going to do with these fish. I've got way too many fish. I think I have a total of about 500 to be quite honest. And I might just have to net them up and release them into the wild because there are just too many and it's making the fish pond too dirty. Anyway, so one of our neighbors will be coming over here to feed the fish while we're gone. We are all packed, ready to go on our holiday. There's a few things I've learned while living and working here, and also meeting up with students and their family and everything else, is that living here, or just living in general, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be structure. What I mean is that before living here, I was living in New Zealand and everything was so structured. Everything is in place, everything is in order. You got your rules and regulation. But over here, everything's all a bit messy. Not our family, but just by learning from looking at our neighbors, how their family works, how they live. It's just all messy and it's okay. They just get on with it and they just seem to be perfectly fine. So obviously I can't live like this while I'm in New Zealand if I decided to come back to live in New Zealand, because there are rules and regulations and health and safety and complaints from the neighbors and all this kind of thing. But over here it's pretty free. I feel a lot of freedom living here. For example, I'll give you an easy sample so that you can kind of understand. Like, just for example, having a pet, having a dog. Over in New Zealand, when you have a dog, one, you've got to de-sex it, you've got to register it, you've got to microchip it, you've got pet insurance, you've got to take over them to the vet. There's pet courses that you've got to do so that your pet can go to a boarding kennel. There's just so many steps, there's so many structure around just owning a dog. And over here, nothing exists. Nothing exists. You won't find a single vet here in this town. You won't find anything like that. It's just a completely total different way of living. And that's the same as your housing, you know. Most of these people don't even have a mortgage. It's their house that their parents, their grandparents, everybody passed down, and so there's no house costs, even though that they don't make a lot of money, but they don't have a mortgage, so they don't go to work as much. Or yeah, it's just my point is that living here is completely different, and I like living this way, to be quite honest. I don't like the whole structure, the whole rules. You've got to do this, you've got to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can start with A and you can finish with G, and in between you can go to F or whatever way, you know. And that's quite cool and flexible, and it just happens to be fine. Yeah. So I hope you understood what I just said there, but yeah, just living here is just completely different to living in the Western world. And I'm pretty sure that's why some foreigners like coming to live here. It's just that they're getting away from that structure. Yeah, over here is quite chill and relaxed. Anyway, so this is probably my last video here in Thailand for a little while. I'll be heading back to New Zealand for a month and a half and doing some stuff there. I feel like a nomad, to be quite honest. A home away from home, home without a home. Don't know where to live, just exploring, just going on a long holiday. I don't know where home is home, but I'm just having fun, really. It is quite fun actually doing this. But yeah, I'll catch you on my next video.